Hey, it's Brittany LaRee, and I'm here outside of Hollywood Studios to show you guys how to take the boat from Hollywood Studios to Epcot and back, and kind of what is in between. There's a couple options in between on how to get to and from these two resorts. They're very close. I showed you guys on the Skyliner, and I showed you guys a bunch of the monorail. So let's go take this boat to Epcot. Like I said, Hollywood Studios to Epcot, let's go! So I'm gonna walk you guys literally from this to the boat, on the boat, to over to Epcot. This will take you to the backside of Epcot where you enter near France. That's where this is gonna drop you off, kind of like where the Skyliner does. So we just exited Hollywood Studios. You're gonna take just a straight walk out here. You're gonna see trams, boats, buses, and Disney Skyliner. You're gonna kind of walk towards the Disney Skyliner, but you're not gonna go all the way over here. You're actually gonna hook a left and go towards the water. So I'll show you guys. So like security's over here, like when you enter. There's like a little set of bathrooms here. You can see the Skyliner. You're gonna wanna walk out this way. If you did happen to exit this way, you just walk around. No biggies, no need to come back through security. But if you keep walking this way, you come over here, and instead of walking towards the Skyliner, you're gonna take a left and you're gonna see the wonderful water. Sometimes there's a boat there, but if you see the 3 flags, that is where you're gonna walk towards. And this is the waterway over to Epcot, which is pretty fantastic. Looks like there's a boat right here right now, but there's a big line, so I don't know if I'll make it on this one or the next one. That's okay. These are the friendship boats. This also does go to yacht and beach, as well as the boardwalk. You'll see where we are when we're on the boat. I promise you will actually probably recognize where we are. But, so Skyliner is over here to my right. You're going towards the left, towards the water. So this is pretty awesome. Looks like there's a lot of strollers, so usually it's a pretty big boat, so we'll probably be able to get on. But yeah, letting people on right now, so this is probably really good timing. There is some seats over here, which is also just like a pretty place to sit and watch. Ooh, branch just touched my head. I think it's like about every 20 minutes a boat comes. But I think this is an awesome option for you guys just to have again, more transportation, the better in my opinion. I think it is such a great way to travel. And I don't know, it's relaxing. You don't have to worry about anything. And you're just kind of hanging out on a boat. And usually some of the seats are outside, but some of them are inside. So it just kind of depends on what ones you get. But let's hop on this boat. Looks like I'll be able to make it, which is really exciting. I'm gonna hustle. The line is still long. So I just happened to hit it at a really good time. But they're very accommodating, even with wheelchairs and strollers and stuff like that. So, but yeah, as we go looking back at Hollywood Studios, and we're just hopping on the boat, which is a lot of fun. I'll show you guys the boat when we get on it as well. See if I can find a seat. But yeah, just hopping on the boat. Ooh, there's a nice breeze. Hello, thank you so much. All right, and then we're gonna hop on the boat. We'll just hop in a seat and go from there. And there we go. Now we are on the boat heading over to Epcot and Epcot's resorts. All right, here we go. There is also a walking path. These people are taking that walking path. I can make a separate video on the walking path, but I think she also said this stops at Swan at Dolphin too. I didn't know that, so there you go. I even learned something new every day. There is a walking path, which, like I said, I can make a whole different video for that one. Okay, first stop coming this way is Swan and Dolphin from Hollywood Studios. It's good to know. And then next is Yacht Beach.
Beach Club, this is a freely floating vessel. We can bump a bit. Please remain seated or
Next stop, Yacht Beach.
To go ashore. Next stop is Boardwalk and then Epcot.
Perfect.
Please remain seated.
All right.
All clear to go ashore.
Next stop is the Boardwalk and then Epcot. And pulling into the Boardwalk and then Epcot. Easy peasy. To Epcot we go. Whee! And we're at Epcot. Whoop whoop. We did it. It took about 25 minutes to get here. Not too bad. Just sat on a boat. Really not that bad. Really great. It's been really nice. And I just stayed on the boat and it's gonna go back the way we came, which is pretty great. You can just stay on. I just told them that I was staying on and going back to Hollywood Studios and they're like, okay, great. Just go ahead and take a seat. And I said, cool. So pretty easy. Pretty nice. Like I said, 25 minutes, not bad. And you get to sit down the whole time, so that does not suck at all. And just like that, we are back. It was the same stops as we did on the way there, so I wasn't going to bore you and show you it's the way back. But it's the same thing as the way back, which is totally fine. So you do stop at the resorts on the way to and from. The round trip for me took about 50 minutes. Like about 25 there, 25 back. So definitely keep that in mind. Obviously, you're probably not going to do a whole round trip like I just did. But I just wanted to show you guys like what this looks like. Like I said, I just literally stayed on the entire time, but that means you have options to stop at Swan and Dolphin, Yacht and Beach Club, as well as the Boardwalk and Epcot. So you have a lot of different options taking the boat. Again, it's nice you can sit down, take the boat. Boats usually run about an hour after park close, they were saying. So it's another option again, but be prepared. The boat at the end of the day or the beginning of the day will get busy. All of the transportation modes will get busy at the end of the night because, of course, everybody wants to leave. Everyone wants to go back to the resort. But the walking path is a great option. Like I said, I'll do another video on specifically the walking path. But yeah, I just really wanted to show you guys what it was like taking the boat. Very easy, and if you had any questions, you could ask any of the cast members of where you're going. And like I said, we just got off the boat, and then I just walked this way, and here's the entrance to Hollywood Studios, where I started to begin with. Now, if you're going to get off at Epcot over there, that is where the Skyliner lets off too. Like I said earlier, you do get off, and you have to enter like I call it the backside of Epcot. It's closer to the World Showcase. It's like in between the UK and the France Pavilion is where you get off and go into Epcot over there. So just a heads up, that is where you'll be entering over there, and that's where you'll be exiting again, so you'll have to exit across the World Showcase. So just know, it is not the regular park exit. That is other modes of transportation. That is buses and the monorail line to Magic Kingdom only. And of course the parking lot and all that stuff. But if you want the Skyliner or the boats, that is all that back entrance. Just so you're aware, to make that a little bit easy for you guys But yeah, it's pretty easy out here. Everything out here for Hollywood Studios is all at the front. So yeah, I thought that was a really easy mode of transportation that I even forget that the boats are there half the time. But so that was a nice refresher for me. Take the boat over to Epcot and stop at all the resorts. It was beautiful. So hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.